What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and I figure there's been some time for different kind of series reviews, especially when the series reviews, especially are some old shows, especially old cartoon shows that have been off the air for several years. You can either watch them on Nickelodeon or Disney Plus or somewhere along the line. But one of the best shows that I will say that ever been aired slash created would be Gargoyles, and hopefully you guys can agree with me on that. Gargoyles was such a great show, from the writing to the story to the characters to the character progression. There was a lot of different things in Gargoyles that was just absolutely amazing, and I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of characters that are a lot of people that will know about these characters, because if you don't know nothing about these characters, then I'm going to give you a quick rundown and why you should watch it. First off, this story takes place back in the old dark times when you still had Vikings and castles, as well as everything else. This pretty much goes on between the Knights and the Round Table type of days, as well as also the Viking era, where you have the clan leader Goliath, as played by Keith David. He is the clan leader of a whole clan of gargoyles, and one night when he has to take one of his mentors out to try to track down the Vikings to where they may be, because they sleep during the day in stone. They're very vulnerable. They can be killed, and at night they are warrior guardians. They are warriors, and his whole clan gets destroyed within a couple days, and only a small majority are left, and they get cursed for over 1,000 years. Then you have someone that comes into the fold by the name of Xanatos, who is a billionaire, and he listens to the old folklore and the magic, and he puts the castle up beyond the clouds, and then they come back to life in the current century within this time era. And then, of course, Goliath meets his new, I would say, love interest, which is Lisa Mazda, who is a detective in New York. And throughout the entirety of the story, you go through different mutants that are trying to go after the gargoyles that are created by Xanatos. Xanatos becomes an enemy, and also different things between other gargoyles are found, other things in the past are brought up, as well as a lot of different morals are shown in the show as well. Not only are is shown not only your looks or your society or your species is whatever makes a difference in the show. It really has a lot of morals. There's a couple morals that really get shown when Broadway gets really in trouble because he was messing with Elise's gun, and he accidentally shoots her, and he goes after the ones that are arms dealers, as well as also some other ones. And the art of Gargoyles, man, and now they got figures back for it. It's just such an amazing time, not only to be a Gargoyles fan, but to be able to grow up with the franchise, as I personally did. Now, I don't remember every single episode. I know after, I think, season 3, it kind of went off the rails to where it didn't make sense. There was a lot of hunters involved. There was a lot of stuff from the ancient time and times within the story where it kind of made you wonder why they're going this route. But overall, Gargoyles at the time in the 90s was just such a great run to be able to wake up that morning and be able to watch Gargoyles. Now, I like Goliath. My favorite character was probably Brooklyn. I loved Brooklyn. I thought he was a cool, really young slash maverick type of character, I guess you'd say, to where he did his own thing, but at the same time he still had respect for his leader. He had still respect for his mentor. He had a respect for a lot of people. And again, I think Brooklyn will always be one of my favorite characters in the show. And Goliath, with the way he was, and again, what Keith David brought to that role, and being able to bring that role to life, and just, it was amazing. And then bringing up all the magic, as well as the sorcery, as well as Knights of the Round Table type of stuff. And I love that era. I love everything that has to do with that era, and I love how they were able to present the gargoyles into what gargoyles are meant as protectors, and as they don't kill, they don't harm the innocent. They are ones that fight against injustice. They are ones that protect people. They are not monsters. They are not killers, and that's pretty much what is shown in this series. And they do such a great job of it. And like I said, they do a lot of great morals on this as well. They do a lot of other things that I was just very happy with at the time when I was a kid, and now that I'm older, I take more of a respect toward this show than I used to. And I think the reason why is because I would have to say a lot of my morals I think came from this show, because of not only did it teach me about friendship, it taught me about a lot of respect. It also taught me a lot of different things that I think I would consider carrying myself to this day. And they had a great cast, man. I mean, we had Tim Curry in here as well. We had a lot of different ones in this show that really brought their A game for voice acting, that have continued voice acting to this day. So if you guys want to watch Gargoyles, check it out on Disney Plus. It is on there right now, as well as also online. There's NECA figures out, there's Funko Pops, there's shirts, there's the older toys that came out in the 90s. So that's another thing I absolutely love, man. Watch that show. You will not regret it, because again, I think I'm going to start doing different shows that I grew up watching when I was younger, so that way I could really go into, because there are certain shows that are very near and dear to my heart, and Gargoyles is one of them. There are some episodes that I really remember. I think the night where Fox became like a werewolf or something like that, that was a good episode. And then the episode with Cold Stone being first introduced, that was a good episode, as well as the time where Goliath and the clan had to help Xanatos fight against the one that was trying to take his son away from him. So there are a lot of good episodes, and even when Hudson is trying to protect Goliath from Demona when he's severely injured due to Demona shooting him. So again, there's a lot of great episodes. The cover art in Gargoyles is absolutely amazing. I think they're doing comics again, like I said. I'm not entirely sure. But again, I'm only talking about the series as of this moment in time. But once again, if you guys have never watched Gargoyles, check it out. You will definitely not regret it. I think it still holds up to this day, not only for story, but the characters, as well as also the type of animation. And I love it. I mean, I will always love it. It's always going to be a good childhood favorite of mine to enjoy. So if you guys have never watched Gargoyles, please give it a try. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And as always, I'll be seeing you guys on the next one.